Yo, what's going on, gamers? It's your boy Drizzum Gaming, and I am back with another video. And today we're gonna be starting a new series on the channel. This is a series that I haven't done, but I play offline. It's one of my favorite modes. In MLB The Show. You probably saw from the title. Uh, but we're doing postseason mode. We're doing postseason mode. Um, I thought about a lot of different series that I could do on the channel. Right now, it's a lot of baseball going on, so I think I want to do a baseball series. I didn't really want to do Road to the Show. Um, because I don't feel like that's something that everybody's really interested in, but I might try it later. Uh, I could do Diamond Dynasty. I think I'd rather stream that though. I play that a lot with my friends, and I gotta catch up to them. They got some really good teams. So I want to do a series on YouTube, so I decided to do postseason mode. As you can see on the screen, I randomized some of the teams that are in this postseason mode, and I am going to use the Cincinnati Reds, the sixth seed. So I'm not gonna have any home field advantage. Got to play the wild card. Got to play the divisional and the championship series to get to the World Series. So, of course, we're gonna be looking to see if we can make that happen. But something that I like to do to make postseason mode fun is I do a fantasy draft and I include all the legends and everything like that. So I'll take y'all through the draft, show y'all the team that I am going to end up picking and using for this postseason mode. That's probably what this episode will be, just showing the team that I'm gonna pick since I'm doing a fantasy draft. I've done it a couple times. I kind of know like what players I like using. But a lot of times when I do these postseason modes, I do a couple of them a year. I try to use different players, especially different legends, and get a mixture of teams that really is just fun to play with. So we're gonna get into this draft, man, and see what we can come out with. And so we're gonna have the number 4 pick. And right now, Bryce, Willie Mays, and Orlando Cepeda has been picked. So we got some choices out here. We could get Lou Garrett. I normally don't have a pick this high, so this is a really, really big one. Um, wow. I normally don't ever have this pick, although I think I know who I want. I just wanted to look at the choices. There's a lot of, and MLB The Show does a really good job giving a lot of people 99s as they deserve it. But I think I'm gonna start off the show with Shohei Ohtani. So that way we can have some offense and some defense, some pitching as well. I saw somebody else I wanted, but I think he's gonna get picked by the time I get back up to him, and he didn't. It's just kind of how CPU works. First couple rounds with the fantasy drafts, you gotta really be careful and not pick too fast because it's a lot of really, really good people at the top. And I don't know. Again, I just wanted to look through it, see who's there. But I already know who I'm picking. So with my second pick, I'm gonna get the captain, Mr. October, Derek Jeter. We should have a pretty high pick right behind this. Ken Griffey got picked. I like using Sammy Sosa. I think Robert Clemente is a great pick too. He has a great arm, great fielding, especially to be an outfielder. I don't have an outfielder yet. Oh wow. Okay. Willie Mays is still here. Willie Mays is really great in the outfield as well. Aaron Judge is here, but he's not really great in the field, but he's a phenomenal hitter. I just want to again look through them, see who's still here, even if I know who I'm gonna pick. Manny Ramirez is here. Gary Sheffield is here. Jose Batista is still here. Abreu. Hmm. This is a really tough choice. I think it's probably going to be between Clemente and Sanders here. Clemente has a 74 speed. Sanders has a 79. That arm and that fielding are completely different. I think we got to go with Robert Clemente here. So we're building out a pretty good big three, I guess you can say. We can still get a Brayu here, but I really really feel good getting another infielder with this pick. I don't think we really have to be in a rush for second base or a first baseman rather. I would rather get a second baseman here. In between Jackie and Joe Morgan. I never realized Joe Morgan had better stats than Jackie. I'll take Joe Morgan here. Solidify the inside and probably go ahead and get Willie Mays here too to give us a little bit, get us a little bit better on defense. See if we can't get another pitcher here. I like Sutton. I like Arrieta. I don't want to be stuck with somebody I don't like pitching with. Randy Johnson has a very small selection of pitches. I like Arrieta. Arrieta is just a really good pitcher overall. He has a couple of different pitches to pick from. I want to look back at CC. I really want CC, but I'm gonna get Arrieta, and we're gonna turn around and go ahead and get CC because I know he's still here. And we're gonna round out. That's gonna be our two go-to pitchers. 7 rounds in, I think we made some pretty good picks so far. Aaron Judge is still here, but I would rather get a third baseman here if we can. Adrian Beltre has given me fits before, and I've not picked him before. So I'm gonna give Adrian Beltre a try. And the problem with getting Judge here is I know he won't play in the outfield, and I really want Shohei to DH. So I don't want to waste that spot, even though I really, really want to use Aaron Judge. Hmm. And Lou Brock is still here. Lou Brock is somebody, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Honus Wagner is still here as a potential, doesn't play a secondary position. So he won't be there for anything else other than shortstop, and we have a shortstop. So there's still a lot of first basemen out here. I knew there would be no rush there. If anything, I could deal with the Freddie. I could deal with the Matt Olson. I could deal with the Bryce at first. I am definitely going to go ahead and take hmm, Josh Gibson off the board as a catcher. They want me to take Rube Foster. They always want me to take Rube Foster, and I'm just not a big fan of pitching with Rube. For the sake of argument, since I'm a Braves fan, I'll take Chris Sale. This game is trying to like really, really get me to pick Aaron Judge, and I really, really want to, but I can already see how my lineup is going. Again, I'm just not really interested in wasting that pick. Jose Batista is even, I think, better in the field than, let's see, 84 and 63. No, Bobby Abreu is the next best in the field. And Vladdy. And Vladdy's really good at swinging the bat. but I really want to round out my outfield. Mike Trout's here. Mike Trout being a 96 is kind of weird. He was a 99. If you've played MLB The Show for a long time, you know Mike Trout has probably been the highest rated player on this game for a very, very, very long time. Him being 33 and still being a 96 is very impressive. Very impressive indeed. I'm going to take Bobby Abreu and round out the rest of my outfield and go ahead and get another pitcher. Is that what they want me to do? No, I need a first baseman now. Mark McGuire actually has some really good fielding. He just is very, very slow. But I think that's the case for anybody that's a first baseman. So if your name's not Bryce Harper. So we're gonna take Mark McGuire, who should definitely be a Hall of Famer one day, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. So and my opinion counts for nothing. And I'm not gonna forget to get Lou Brock with his 99 speed. Always a threat to steal a base, which is exactly what I use them for. They still want me to take Rube Foster. And I think I would rather have either Glass now or Blake Snell. I'm gonna take Snell. Okay, so I got a pretty good lottery of pitching now. Grabbing Trevor Hoffman right there to go ahead and get a closer. Um, we got an outfield. We got Bobby Abreu and Robert Clemente that will be out there with Willie Mays. Lou Brock will be used more so as a pinch runner than anything else. Derek Jeter will be our shortstop. Adrian Beltre will be our third baseman. Joe Morgan will be our second baseman, and Mark McGuire will be our first baseman. They will be out there joined with Josh Gibson. So right now we have a pretty good tandem. We're gonna pick up some more pitching staff. Um, Overall, at our disposal now, the only thing we can do now is just continue to make the team a little better. This is where I kind of make picks that I would personally like put on my team. Uh, hmm. I like using Trey Turner because of his speed as well. So postseason, you're gonna need a lot of opportunities to get people in scoring position. We're gonna take Trey Turner. Uh, because of the love that I have for Freddie Freeman, I'm gonna take Freddie Freeman. They still want me to take Rube Foster. He's the best pitcher available, and even computer is skipping him, and they still want me to pick him. Always trust that if there is a reason that computer is skipping the same player that you haven't picked, and we're in round 20 and they still haven't picked him, leave him alone. So we're gonna round it out. I think I'm just about done picking. And then I'll go ahead and probably chop this and go ahead and get last pick for sure, Manny Machado. No, actually, I'm sorry, Austin Riley. Um, so I'm probably gonna skip ahead and go ahead and show you what I'm gonna do with my lineup, what I'm gonna do with my pitching staff. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right. So here, as you see it on the screen, this is going to be my starting lineup. We're gonna go with Joe Morgan leading off, followed up by Derek Jeter, with Willie Mays in the 3 hole and Shohei Ohtani at that 4 hole as my DH. We're gonna use Mark McGuire in that 5 hole and Robert Clemente at that 6 spot. And 7, 8, 9 is going to be I like the way it's swap names, Adrian Beltre then Bobby Abreu. And then we're gonna, of course, round it off with our catcher, Josh Gibson. Kind of the same thing when we go against the left-hander, Joe Morgan, Derek Jeter, Clemente, Shohei, Willie Mays, Adrian Beltre, Mark McGuire, Josh Gibson, and Ryan Braun instead against those left-handers. At some point, as you see me, I'll probably try to drop these episodes at least like once a week. They'll probably be really long episodes or games, so I'm gonna try to chop them up and edit them over the course of the week and not drop them very fast. But as you'll see throughout this series, as many games as it goes is how many episodes it'll be. I'll probably use a bunch of different lineups, a bunch of different people. So what you see, as far as the roster, you'll probably see a lot of, if you got a favorite on my roster, that you'll see where they end up. So, um, pitching wise, we're going with Jake Arrieta as the ace, Shohei as the number two pitcher, as it should be. CC in that three spot. So the reason again that I got CC to begin with, but was to alleviate Shohei. So if we had to bump him up to that two spot, we could. And I feel like Chris Sale as well is another one of those good starters. So if we had to go give Shohei, 5 days rest or whatever the case may be, we could give him a lot of days rest, let him bat, let him still be productive on offense and still help us out. And then Blake Snell is one of those that I feel like, in a case where we're up, hopefully we'll be in a series where we'll be up 3-1, 4, something like that. And we'll be able to throw him out there and hopefully our offense will do the rest. Um, I'm looking to have fun in this series. We're gonna go up against the Cubs in the first series. Before I get out of this episode, I'm gonna at least show a little bit of their team, and then we're gonna see what happens from there. So they got Hank Greenberg at first baseman, Greg Maddux as their starting pitcher. Willie Mays is gonna be their center fielder with Mike Piazza and Reggie Sanders as well. They got Alan Trammell as their shortstop and Jackie Robinson, who we looked at possibly picking. So maybe Jackie is gonna try to make us regret not picking him in this series at second base. They got Wade Boggs at third base, and David Justice also will be in the outfield. They got some good pitchers in Jim Palmer and Catfish Hunter. They got a closer in Rob Nin that I think he has a really good splitter. That's what it is, a splitter that I really like. So they're also gonna have Buck O'Neill at first base as well. Looks like some other guys like Jason Bay, Josh Donaldson, Billy Wagner. So they got a pretty good team as well. I think CPU picked pretty well for them also. Looks like they have a pretty tough offense, so we're gonna have to pitch very well. But that's probably gonna be every episode, every game, and that's why I'm gonna take my time getting into these series and play these full games for y'all, chop them up, and make sure we got good episodes coming. I appreciate y'all for watching this fantasy draft video. Like I said, I'm gonna try to drop these maybe every Sunday. So look forward to seeing the next episode the following Sunday, and then from there, hopefully, I can play games a little quicker, edit them a little better, and a little quicker, and get them out maybe twice a week. But otherwise, right now, it's gonna be every Sunday. Appreciate y'all always, man. If you're watching this video, like, share, subscribe if you new. To the next time.